Welcome to another deep dive. Today we're tackling something I think a lot of us have experienced, but maybe not really thought about too deeply.
Oh, I think you're right.
It's that incredible pull of soccer fandom.
Definitely.
The passion, the energy, the almost tribal feeling.
Tribal.
Yeah, and that's not just a metaphor.
Is it not?
We're actually using Desmond Morris's book, The Soccer Tribe, as our guide today.
Interesting choice.
It is. He's a zoologist, so he's coming at this from a pretty unique angle.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't usually think zoology and soccer, do you?
Not really, but it's fascinating.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Think about it. You're in a packed stadium.
Yeah,
The energy is electric.
can't beat it.
Your team is pushing forward. Every tackle, every pass just ratchets up the tension.
And then the goal,
Right, and the crowd erupts.
like a single organism.
Exactly, and Morris argues that's not just excitement, it's tapping into something primal,
I can see that.
something way back in our, I guess, evolutionary history.
So we're all cavemen at heart.
Kind of, or at least those instincts are still there.
Makes sense.
And he breaks this soccer tribe down into 11 roles.
11, that's a lot.
It is, but each one's crucial.
Okay, lay it on me.
You've got the players, obviously.
Red Warriors.
You got it. They're the ones out there battling, showcasing the tribe's like physical strength.
Yeah, they're the embodiment of it.
But then you've got the fans.
Ah, the real heart and soul.
Without them, it's just a bunch of guys kicking a ball around.
Completely different experience?
Right. The fans provide that energy, that atmosphere.
It's like a shared energy.
Yeah, and you're not just watching a game, you become part of something bigger.
I can see that.
A collective.
With its own rituals and traditions.
Exactly. And this is where Morris, being a zoologist, gets really interesting.
Okay, how so?
He looks at fan behavior, the chanting, the feeling of, like, defending your territory,
I get.
the intense emotions, and he sees parallels in the animal kingdom.
Makes you think.
He says animals use vocalizations for lots of reasons.
Like what?
Well, to show dominance,
Okay, again.
to mark their territory, even attract mates.
That's fascinating.
So when we're chanting, we're not just having fun.
Oh, I see.
We're engaging in this, like, symbolic warfare.
Acoustic territory, I like that.
Right. It's about asserting your tribe's dominance over the rivals.
So it's more than just noise.
Way more. Those chants, those coordinated movements, it all adds up.
Makes you feel powerful.
That's the point.
Part of something bigger.
Exactly. But we've only talked about players and fans.
2 down, 9 to go.
Right. Remember, Morris says there are 11 roles in total.
Okay, bring on the rest.
Well, next you've got the manager.
The strategist,
Exactly. The leader on the field,
guiding the players.
guiding the players. And he kind of embodies the tribe's hopes, doesn't he?
Yeah, the hopes and dreams.
Then there's the chairman.
The one with the power.
You got it. He controls the resources, makes big decisions.
Influences the destiny of the tribe.
And we can't forget the officials, the refs.
Keeping things in order.
Yeah, they make sure the ritual combat, as Morris calls it,
I like that.
stays within the rules.
Otherwise, chaos.
Exactly. But it's funny, he also includes roles that aren't actually on the field.
Like who?
The commentator, the expert.
Oh, that's us?
Well, kinda.
I can see it.
The commentator's like the storyteller, bringing the game to life.
Setting the scene.
And the expert, well,
provides the deep insights.
helps the tribe understand what's really going on.
Breaking down the tactics and all that.
Yeah, but it goes even further.
Does it?
You've got the owner, often representing the business side of things.
Not always popular.
Sometimes clashes with the fans' desire.
Right, money versus passion.
Then you've got sponsors, providing resources, wanting that tribal loyalty,
Makes sense?
and even the police.
Oh, to keep things under control.
Yeah, a reminder that even in this symbolic world of
The
soccer,
real world's still there.
with real consequences.
Right, no escaping that.
It's amazing how Morris ties it all together.
He does.
So, as we're going through this, have you thought about where you fit in?
I'm thinking about it now.
Are you the diehard fan, the armchair expert, maybe even a ref at heart?
So many possibilities.
It makes you think, what draws us to certain roles?
Yeah, what does it say about us?
It's more than just a game.
Oh, definitely.
It's about who we are, how we connect with others.
I like that.
And that's what makes Morris's book so thought-provoking.
It really does.
It goes beyond the surface and digs into those deeper forces.
The things that make soccer so powerful.
Exactly. It's more than just kicking a ball around.
You said it.
So we've got this framework of the soccer tribe, these 11 roles.
Pretty complex system.
But what really brings it to life, makes it feel real.
Oh, You're talking about the sights, the sounds, the rituals?
Exactly, the stuff you can really feel in your gut.
Well, let's start with something obvious.
Okay, hit me.
The colors, the uniforms, think about it.
The jerseys.
Yeah, like Boca Juniors, those blue and gold stripes.
Or Liverpool, that bright red.
Brazil's yellow, instantly recognizable.
You see that flash of color and, right?
You know exactly who they support.
It's more than just fabric.
Oh, it's a statement.
A symbol, tribal identity, pride, all wrapped up in one.
You're wearing your heart on your sleeve.
And it goes deeper. Those colors carry history with them.
They do. Triumphs, heartbreaks, generations of fans.
Brazil's yellow, you think of Pele, Ronaldo, the legends.
Right, like wearing a piece of your tribe's past.
A tangible connection.
And then you add the sound, the chanting, the singing.
It's electric.
Raw energy, that rhythm, you get swept up in it.
Doesn't even matter if you know the words.
It's primal.
Morris compares it to, like, ancient war cries.
Really? That's interesting.
Think about it. Boosting your warriors' morale.
Intimidating the enemy.
Creating that sense of unity.
Soccer chants do the same thing.
Just in a modern setting. It's about asserting yourself, making your presence known.
That acoustic territory again.
Exactly. And it's fascinating how those chants change.
They evolve.
Some passed down, some brand new.
Capturing a specific moment.
Iceland's Viking clap. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, from Euro 2016.
Such a simple chant, but so powerful.
A whole nation behind their team.
Gave me chills.
It's a powerful thing.
Okay, but let's move to the stadium.
Now we're talking territory.
It's not just a place to watch a game.
No, it's home.
A fortress, a sacred space.
You feel that sense of ownership.
Fierce loyalty, that home turf advantage.
And it's not a new thing.
No, think ancient tribes.
Defending their land.
Their sacred spaces.
It's built into us.
And those iconic stadiums, Anfield, Camp Nou. Steeped in history, tradition.
Legends were made there.
Every victory, every heartbreak.
It's all part of the story.
Okay, but gotta talk about rivalries.
Ah, the spice of life.
Victory's sweeter, defeat's more bitter.
Nothing like beating your arch rival.
At home, surrounded by your tribe.
But losing, that's rough.
This is like a punch to the gut.
That's us. In-group versus out-group.
Been with us forever.
Old firm derby. Super classico.
Those aren't just games.
No, they're cultural battles.
This centuries of history. It's about identity. Proving yourself.
Morris talks about the rituals of winning and losing.
The celebrations, the agony.
Not just reactions, carefully choreographed.
Like a performance.
Player scores what happens.
They go crazy.
Shirts off, sliding on their knees.
Scions are going bonkers.
Pure tribal ecstasy.
It's like a victory dance, right?
Expressing that elation.
They're dominant.
And it's everyone, the whole tribe joins in.
And every culture does it differently.
Oh yeah, unique styles.
Iceland, the
chant,
Ronaldo,
the Sioux, symbols of who they are.
Their own little flair.
But what about the flip side? Defeat.
That's tough.
Especially against your rival.
It's like a mourning ritual.
Heads in hands, tears flowing.
Collective grief, that shared vulnerability.
Really exposes how deep that loyalty runs.
It's about more than the score.
Morris nails it.
You're invested in the tribe's fate.
Your identity is tied up in it.
It's that powerful. And all those emotions, the good and the bad.
Amplified by the media, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, they play a huge role.
It's like they shape the whole narrative of the tribe.
Like they're telling the story.
Exactly. They decide what we remember.
Who becomes a legend.
Which rivalries become epic battles.
Think about those big derby matches.
How the media hypes them up.
All that history, the passion, the potential for,
trouble.
Yeah, and it definitely makes things feel more
important.
It's
more like a battle for total supremacy.
And then you throw in social media.
Everyone's got an opinion.
A platform.
Endless stream of tribal chatter.
Amplifies everything.
Blurs the line sometimes,
Between the online world and real life.
Makes you think about the media's role.
Are they just reflecting what's already there?
Or are they stirring things up?
Maybe even manipulating people? It's a tough one, isn't it?
Delicate balance.
They got to capture that drama, that excitement.
That's what we love.
But they got to be responsible, too.
Can't just sensationalize everything.
Could lead to real problems.
Violence, hostility, it's a real concern.
So, turning it back to you, the listener.
How do you consume soccer media?
Are you constantly checking for updates, the news, the hot takes?
Or are you more,
selective?
Pick and choose what you see.
It's important, especially now with information overload.
Are we just passively absorbing it all?
Or are we being more critical?
Looking for different
At
perspectives.
least at the end of the day, it's our choice.
How we engage with the tribe.
Do we let those instincts take over?
Blind loyalty, aggression, that kind of thing.
Or do we focus on the good parts,
That sense of belonging, the joy, the shared experience.
but still stay aware of the downsides?
With the balancing act.
So, wrapping up our deep dive into the soccer tribe,
We've covered a lot.
we want to leave you with a thought.
Okay, shoot.
Now that we see soccer through this tribal lens,
This new perspective,
does it change how you feel about the sport?
does it make it more enjoyable?
More meaningful, or maybe even a little, I don't know, seeing how powerful those tribal instincts can be?
It's a lot to think about.
We hope this deep dive encourages you to keep exploring.
This whole idea of soccer as a modern tribe,
The more we understand it,
the better we can appreciate it.
the beauty, the complexity, the passion,
But also, stay aware of the potential downsides.
it's about finding that balance.
Passion with perspective.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Always a pleasure.